It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Shut. Kick to Pittsburgh. I got you. I got you. Switch. Shoot the six. Pull it. Now. Flare. Alert. Flare. 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 49. Check. Go. Go. 49. Shift. Shift. Check 3.
On first down, it's Savage. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Aaron Donald able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Mike 12. Mike 12. All day, dog.
Throwing on second and long. Savage going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Seattle. 58 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 33 yards that time.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 22.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check, check 43. Check 4, check 4. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And all the way down to the 29. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. First carry now for Tyler Ervin. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, You have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The 2nd down carry for Irvin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. On 1st down, Irvin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Irvin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Henderson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go. Set. Go to base. Hey, I got 83. We got this.
On 2nd and 11 now. Savage. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, Savage. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. David Moore, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Set, ready. Hayward. Get Reed. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
To throw again. Savage. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Let's put that team on the bus. That's it. 12.
Out of the gun, Savage.
Let's get off the field.
And the pressure gets to him again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now a first down throw. Gone. That's taken in by Henderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go. Do it. Break it up. Right 20. You better get in front of me.
Goff on first down. Complete. It's Irvin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Who's that?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You ain't got nothing.
From the gun, here's Savage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Mike's 54.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Go, Todd! Hey, kill! 180! Watch the run! Watch the run! Watch the run! Hey, Charlie! 54, right there. 54, Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, watch that.
On 1st down, it's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
76, tell him. 76. 76. Rap. 5. Slam. Go. 54.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
First down.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Hey, watch that.
Now Goff on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage. Knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times and made a nice play.
Go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm coming for you. You mine. 54.
2nd and 10. Goff again. incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Goff throwing again. Throw left side complete. It's Tucker. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. On 1st and 10, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
To the air again. Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Check safety.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Savage from the shotgun snap. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Here's Savage on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Savage. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Good. Pittsburgh. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Savage on first. He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Savage wants to throw yet again. Pryor has it complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Again throwing. It's Savage. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Alpha. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
To throw is gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun. Goff. He'll fire one end zone for Cook. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, as the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Check three. Hey, alert three. Rotate. Yeah, 24. Check 24. Bang. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Savage. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again. Savage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. So here we go on fourth. Savage. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a first and 10. They'll run it with Jones. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll go again to Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll run again with Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
And it's third down.
Great. 180. 54 Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 2 for 66.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw again on second down, Savage. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abukum in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Irvin to return. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Goff now looking to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
On the carry is Henderson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Switch. Safety's creeping.
Savage just beating the play clock. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
4 down. Nice 13. He's coming. Check.
Out of the gun, Savage. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. David Moore, an 80-yard touchdown. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. And no, it's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Let's go. Double dog. That's the way. Watch the safety creep. Back.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run.
Off of play action. Savage sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Savage. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
On 1st and 10, Savage. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike 13.
Throwing again. Savage. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he loses the football a second time. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. He's coming. Check in. You remember me? You remember me?
On first down, it's Savage. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up second down.
Looked like he tried it all there. Tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check. He's coming.
Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Mike 13.
From the gun, Savage. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 77 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance. But they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before you get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up second and 8.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check. Lucky. Check.
Again, it's Jones. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Okay, baby.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Savage. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man. Complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 56 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st down, Jones. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know, you just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA. Back to throw, Goff. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, Flint's
blitz coming, and down he goes. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
Watch it. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Now a toss coming right side. It's Jackson. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
What I'm talking about.